Mike Bohn here on Fight Island in Abu Dhabi with UFC 257 headliner Dustin Poirier, who rematches Conor McGregor Saturday night. Dustin, it's fight week, man. How are we feeling?
It's finally here, man. Feeling good. Getting adjusted to the time change, getting the weight in order, getting ready to scrap.
Yeah, how's that going? Obviously, you guys are going to be fighting like 9:30 in the morning.
It's going good. I planned it on the flight here, the 15-hour flight. I stayed up the first few hours, slept for 8 hours, then woke up morning time, Abu Dhabi. So I had a few more hours left on the flight, then we landed and started the day. So it kind of worked out perfect. Since the first day I was here, I was already in a little bit of a routine.
That's awesome, man. Obviously, an interesting week ahead. We're going to have a press conference on Thursday, which should be a lot of fun. What are you expecting out of that?
A bunch of dumb questions, probably.
Yeah, you're going to be up there with Dan Hooker and Michael Chandler as well. It could be fun, though, like that interaction with all you guys. Does any part of you look forward to that?
Nah, man, I come here for the fight, not to talk and answer questions, but it'll be cool, for the fans and stuff. Kind of like a little top of the bracket guys, all lightweight division, all sitting at the table. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Conor McGregor, I think, has been very respectful towards you in the lead up to this fight. He said as much. Do you think he's going to try starting a little something at that point, or do you think it's going to stay the same way it's been, through the interviews and everything?
Not sure with that guy. You never know. I really have no clue. I really don't even care.
Fair enough. And obviously, it's an interesting week in terms of what Dana was saying. He's going to have the conversation with Khabib about what's going to be kind of on the line, and he didn't give a yes, he didn't give a no. It was kind of a maybe. What did you think of all that? Were you maybe having any sort of expectations of maybe a belt would be added, or he would decide to officially walk away?
I thought we'd have some clarity if he was retired or not. I didn't know it was going to be a gray. I thought it was going to be black or white, yes or no. We're pretty much in the same position we were before they had the meeting, Same, yeah.
Were you hoping? I mean, you were hoping to get a clear answer, right?
I didn't think there would be a belt tossed on this one because Dana had already said there's no way this fight is going to be for a belt. So I believed him when he said that. I think the winner of this fight fights for the belt next. I think everybody knows that. But I would have liked to have had a definite answer. But it's all good. It is what it is. I have to fight first.
Yeah, fair enough. And obviously you don't want to have you giving away game plan or anything for the fight, but I talked to your coach, Mike Brown, the other day, and he said it's very clear to everyone that Conor McGregor has a weakness in cardio, which is actual quote. I mean, do you think that's kind of one of the keys here, is that that's something you can probably exploit? And I know the 5-rounders, that's where you thrive. Yeah,
those later rounds I get going. I'm sure Conor's made adjustments. He has slowed down in the later rounds. But I think the longer this fight goes, the better it plays out for me.
Yeah, fair enough. And I'm curious, I mean, we've seen kind of your evolution as a lightweight early on, a lot of knockouts, but in the past few fights, you have become the only lightweight in UFC history to land 150 or more significant strikes in 3 different bouts. Where's the balance that's come in there between, obviously you find the knockout when you can, but you've proven to be a very, very high volume striker as well?
I'm trying to knock these guys out. That's why the volume's coming. The volume's coming from, man. I'm swinging, trying to get these guys out of there. I'm just thankful that, maybe genetics play a little role in it. Hard work plays a big role in it. But my cardio, my conditioning, and muscle endurance is pretty good. Even off the couch, out of shape, I still feel pretty good walking into the gym with guys who have been training a while. And yeah, but that's it. Trying to get these guys out of there is the reason I'm throwing so many punches.
Well, I know you probably want to get Conor out of there as soon as possible, but you also said in another interview you're really looking forward to having a blood and guts type of fight. Is that what you're hoping for? I know Conor said originally he's going to win this in 60 seconds or less, but now after hearing your comments, he's like, I would love that type of fight with Dustin too.
I just think, of course, I would love to go in there and get it over with early, not take unnecessary damage. But I just think a fight that plays into will and want, and a position where we have to dig down and suffer, I think I can suffer more. That's why I said that.
Yeah, I'm sure part of you, it's like a reward in a way too. You work so hard, train so hard to be able to kind of reap the benefits of having an actual fight and feeling like you're getting it all out there is somewhat satisfying, right?
Yeah, I feel like the better fighter wins in the longer fights. Anybody can get hurt early or submitted early in a fight. The more the fight blossoms and unfolds, the better fighter usually rises up. And I just want to show them the better fighter.
With him making that prediction, is the early, I mean, we know Conor's a fast starter, we've seen his quick knockouts, but is that the part of the fight where you need to be most cautious or most aware, I guess, kind of?
Of course, when we're dry, early, he has all the pop and the spring still in his step, very dangerous. Good thing it's a 25-minute fight, and I feel like I've matured and developed my skills enough to be in the right moments and take the right chances and not put myself in harm's way right off the bat.
And when we spoke exactly 2 months out from this fight, you said, this is not about revenge, this is not about redemption for me, it's about kind of, making myself feel better about everything. Do you feel the same way going in? There's no personal ill will or anything leading into this fight?
No, this is another fight. It's a different fight. It's exactly what you just said. It's not about revenge or payback. It's about prosperity, about putting my family in position to be successful. It's about raising awareness for my foundation and helping bring awareness to people in need. It's a lot of things. It's about being the world champion, about getting closer to that title, but it's not about revenge. It's about work and grind, and that's what it's about, success.
And before we get you out of here, you mentioned the foundation. I know Michael Chiesa, who's the main event on Wednesday, is going to be donating his fight kit to your charity. You're going to be doing some great stuff with the Boys and Girls Club. Just tell anyone who's maybe not fully aware kind of the goal around this fight and what you're going to be doing in terms of the greater good with this fight.
Yeah, we teamed up with the Boys and Girls Club of Acadiana. They have 6 locations there. We're going to be teaming up with them for their Project Learn initiative and providing them with transportation to and from all 6 locations for the children, and also tutors for the year of 2021. So transportation and tutors for all 6 locations for the year of 2021. It's a big goal, a great way to start off the year giving back. It's a tough time with distance learning and at-home learning, and the parents. A lot of these kids, man, people don't ever sit back and just think about this, but these kids go to school and that's the only place they really get a hot meal. Some of these kids go back to broken, messed up, bad places, and it's important to have positive, not even male role models, just positive role models and positive peers in your life, and people don't understand that these Boys and Girls Clubs and these places of that sort are a safe haven and a light in a lot of these kids in these kids' lives.
It's incredible. And actually, the last thing, you're fighting here January, the first pay-per-view of the year. What do you want this year to look like for you? This could potentially be the biggest year of your career, fighting so early on, and it could lead to a championship fight after this. What are your kind of expectations? Are you going to end up, maybe fighter of the year or something like that?
I don't know. I just want to get my hand raised on Sunday morning. Fight of the year. If I do everything I plan to do, then we'll get that. But the plan is to beat Conor McGregor by any means necessary. Blood and guts, and fight for the world title again.
Amazing. Well, very much looking forward to it. It goes down Saturday night in the United States, Sunday morning here in Abu Dhabi, ESPN Plus pay-per-view, UFC 257. Thank you very much for the time, Dustin.
My pleasure, man.